Hello and welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the lesser celebrated but still delightfully chaotic entries in the Carry On series, Carry On at Your Convenience. This film is a perfect example of classic British comedy.
Stand-up ones.
Is there any other sort?
I only asked.
With workplace antics, larger-than-life characters, and a fair amount of good old-fashioned mischief. So, grab a cuppa as we take a look at some of the best bits. Right from the start, Carry On at Your Convenience introduces us to the staff of W.C. Boggs & Son, a bathroom ceramics factory with more strikes than work days.
I don't think I hadn't noticed it, Mrs. Moore, especially in your main production department.
Cheeky devil!
Kenneth Williams is in top form as W.C. Boggs.
I can't help feeling I'm going into something I shall regret.
The exasperated boss whose stubbornness is only matched by his pomposity.
We weren't. What's more, we never have.
His greatest irritation, the factory's resident troublemaker, union rep Vic Spanner, played by Kenneth Cope. Vic doesn't need much of an excuse to call a strike, whether it's an actual grievance or just wanting a day off for the football.
We've got to feed the poor, bloody, hard-working strikers, haven't we? There you are.
Every time he blows his whistle, the entire workforce groans.
Old tinderbottom's off again. Another blooming strike, I suppose.
Knowing another pointless dispute is on the way.
Oh no, what's it for? You know our Vic. He never has known what it's for.
One of the funniest moments comes when Vic attempts to rally the workers,
Can I have the cricket bat? I don't know how to play tennis.
only for them to be more interested in getting back to work than in listening to his latest rant.
There will be no return to work.
Trying to keep everything running smoothly is Sid James as Sid Plummer, the factory foreman who walks the fine line between the workers and management. With his signature chuckle and a knack for seeing through everyone's nonsense,
Not without a much bigger bowl.
Sid is the glue holding everything together. Of course, he's also dealing with plenty of trouble at home.
That's all I need. A face full of soggy knickers.
Sid's wife, Beatty, played by the wonderful Hattie Jakes, is more concerned with her pet budgie Joey than anything else.
Down, mummy! Down, mummy!
Oh, blimey, can't you give that poor bleeding bird a rest?
She's obsessed with getting him to talk, but the bird seems to have other talents.
You realise he's picked the winner of every single race yesterday?
He must have seen the results in the paper.
Mainly picking winners at the races, Sid, ever the opportunist, spots a golden opportunity and starts placing bets. Cue one of the film's running gags, reading out racehorse names.
Beat Sue!
That's the one.
The moment the bird tweets at a name, Sid rushes off to place a bet. Each time he wins, his delight grows, until his bookie, Benny, Davy K, realises he's being cleaned out and puts a stop to it.
No more, Sid. It's finished.
Finished?
From now on, there's a limit on you. £5.
Sid's expression when he realises his lucky streak has been cut short is priceless. Meanwhile, over in the design department, we have Charles Hawtrey as the wonderfully prissy Charles Coote. His latest creation, a bidet, has everyone talking.
Hot, cold, down the hole.
Wow, everyone except W.C. Boggs, who is horrified at the thought of producing such an item.
Bidets.
Yes, 1,000 of them.
1,000.
Williams plays up Boggs's old-fashioned attitudes perfectly, spluttering in outrage at the very idea. But things take a turn when Boggs's son, Lewis, Richard O'Callaghan, lands a massive overseas order for the bidets, a deal that could save the struggling company. Unfortunately, convincing his father is another matter entirely.
We haven't even got a design.
Yes, we have. Mr. Coote did one months ago. Now, come on, Dad, sign.
Watching Lewis attempt to talk reason while WC stubbornly refuses to budge is classic carry-on comedy at its best. One of the highlights of the film is the factory's annual works outing to Brighton.
Why today?
It's the annual works outing.
Yeah.
After all the strikes and chaos, everyone is ready for a day of fun. Naturally, things quickly descend into drunken mayhem. With booze flowing freely, tensions ease, and we see some of the funniest interactions of the entire film. Kenneth Williams as W.C. Boggs, usually so stiff and proper, gets absolutely plastered.
Don came his wife with a big carving knife and cut off his knee to 2 veins.
And ends up having a rather cosy time with his devoted secretary, Miss Hortense Withering, played by Patsy Rowlands. Watching the normally straight-laced Boggs giggling and stumbling around is a rare treat.
William, come back! William!
Meanwhile, romance is also in the air. Lewis Boggs finally wins over Myrtle Plummer, Jackie Piper, much to the fury of Vic Spanner.
A special marriage license, my darling. Now, do we use it or do I tear it up?
Their rivalry comes to a head when Lewis gives Vic a well-deserved thrashing.
Oh, no. Excuse me a minute, darling. Ow, 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 ow.
Before eloping with Myrtle. And then there's Sid and Chloe, Joan Sims, whose flirtation reaches a boiling point.
Not bad! Do you want to do me now?
Not off. Let me get these things off first.
With Chloe's neglectful husband Fred, Bill Maynard, away, she invites Sid in for a cup of tea. They hesitate, torn between temptation and the fear of being seen by nosy neighbours.
I would have liked to ask you in for a cup of tea.
Ultimately, they chicken out, deciding that even tea is too risky. It's a wonderfully cheeky moment, with both actors at their best.
Bloody neighbours.
Back at the factory, Vic makes one last attempt to stir up trouble, only to be met with a surprise. His own mother, the formidable Agatha Spanner, Renee Houston, storms in and gives him a public spanking.
It is a democratic right.
Shut up! Give me that, you little squirt!
Please.
The sight of the usually cocky Vic getting his backside walloped in front of everyone is a perfect ending to his antics.
Will somebody open those damn gates?
With the troublemaker dealt with, the workers and management finally pull together to complete the big order. The film wraps up on a surprisingly uplifting note, proving that, despite all the strikes, squabbles and chaos, the factory is capable of getting things done when it really matters.
Come on, you lot. Don't hang about. Carry on working.
And there you have it, some of the best moments from Carry On at your convenience. While it might not be the most famous entry in the series, it's packed with brilliant performances, classic British humour, and that special Carry On charm. If you enjoyed this look back, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What's your favourite Carry On moment? Until next time, keep laughing.
Oh, hello.